brother passed away on Saturday.
Oh, that's not good. What are you doing here then?
I don't know.
Should you be somewhere else?
I don't know. We just won't talk about it.
From Erie's own Government Access, Channel 9, from the City Hall Council Chambers, it's time once again for the Taxpayers Hotline Show. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your host.
Hey, we are live. Look at that.
We're very live.
This is Kaz Kwiatkowski, City Controller, and my good friend and sidekick.
Bob Jehoshaphat.
What?
What?
Jehoshaphat.
DJ Barker from Cat TV.
And we do have a caller already, so
Yes.
go ahead, caller.
Hello, I'm calling again about adults and children walking parallel right in the street where you're driving and not moving out of the way. The other day, this is crossing the street though, at 18th and German, where Roggs is at. 4 girls just walked right across, stopped traffic. There was 4 cars going east on 18th and cars going west, and they had to stop traffic to let them cross. Can't they give them tickets for,
A jaywalking?
not just jaywalking?
Being stupid?
They're not always just crossing. They're walking in the middle of the street with strollers. And like between 19th and 18th Street on Holland and German, that's a short street. So if I have to move over into the other lane, another car coming around the corner, I'm going to have a head-on collision.
How often is that?
A lot.
Oh, okay.
And there's no snow, so I don't understand it.
Oh, they don't. The snow's just an excuse.
Well, the thing is can't they give them a ticket for obstructing traffic?
They probably could. Will they? That's another question altogether. When I meet with the chief, I can bring it up to him.
And it's not just kids, it's adults.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's everybody. It's seriously everybody. There's no limits.
I walked downtown used to be a controlled environment right down here in Center City. And now it looks like you never know what's going to cross the street in front of you at any given time. But they're not quick about it. I mean, they just they got the phone in their ear and they're lollygagging.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And nobody cares. I mean, I can bring it up to the chief, your concerns. I know this is the same conversation we've had for so many years here. And unless the police are right there and, they determine that it's worth it,
right,
they're probably just going to give them a warning and, they're going to probably do it over again. I don't know. I guess it's a generational thing.
Tell them what Jimmy used to do.
Jimmy
Jim
Thompson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to rub up against him with his car.
He would actually sneak up on him.
I wouldn't advise anybody to do that, though.
We don't advise that.
Oh, they hit your car. They'll hit your car if you beep at them. You don't know what they're going to do to you because some of them may even have guns, You don't
you don't know. You got to be careful now about... I read a story somewhere in one of the other papers I get once in a while, and they were talking about be careful honking your horn at somebody or tossing the good greeting because you just don't know, or even yelling at them, or you just don't know today.
And I have a very high fenced-in area. It's like 8-foot fence. My dog, she's a service dog, and she was out in the backyard with the fence. And the kids are bouncing their basketball on 19th Street, no big deal. They start teasing the dog and barking and all this, and she's not even paying any attention to them. And then they get to the back where there's a locked fence thing, thank goodness, and they go, no, I'm going to slaughter your dog, and stuff like that. We got to be careful what we put on TV, because I'm worried, my dog's a service dog. She wasn't bothering them. That kind of stuff.
I just think lately there's a lack of manners, there's a lack of common sense, there's a lack of even so-called adults don't lead by example, So I mean, the kids are just everybody's getting, it seems, worse and worse. That's a bad term, bad English, but it's just getting worse by every day.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. It's not just the kids. It's coming from the parents and so on and so on.
Well, yeah, when we were kids, we were taught to open the door, hold the door, give up your seat on the bus, be courteous. Did we walk against the light? Sure we did, but usually, you waited till there was no traffic.
Exactly. I have no issue with that.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's wrong, but, at least you use common sense, but, today, I don't know, there's just, nobody cares, and if you're the one that says something, you're the grumpy old person, and, you're living in the past, that's what they'll tell you.
Oh yeah, I'm the mean old white lady with a dog. So.
The last time that happened to me, 4 boys were crossing against the light, and they started walking after the light changed. I stopped right there in the middle of the intersection, and I rolled down the window. I said, guys, those lights are there for a reason. They're there to keep you safe as much as they're there to keep me safe. You guys need to pay attention to the lights.
They didn't do that to you?
No, they were actually really cool. They're like, oh, we're so sorry. We didn't mean to do anything. And I was like, that's just watch what you're doing and try to be safe. And I put my window up, and I kept going. They were, they were okay, but you don't know when somebody's going to pull something on you or be ridiculous or throw stuff at your car. It's a really messed up society. So I'm sorry you have to put up with that.
Yeah, I will bring it up to the chief. I can't promise you they'll do anything.
Right.
But yeah, I think there are tools if the police want to tag them,
Yeah. Well, thank you for taking my call.
I will, but I'll bring it up, but, I wish I could promise you it'll change, but it probably won't.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched them walk here and, right down on State Street, walk in front of,
oh, yeah.
Yep. It's
All
terrible.
right.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, it's not like this is New York City. In New York City, those cars don't stop.
Well, in New York City, you almost got a expectation that it's not isolated, though.
Yeah.
You'll see a mass of people, and that's the system.
Right.
Because you know that.
Here it's just people.
Yeah, here it's at random.
Lollygagging.
They'll wait till the light changes, then they'll cross.
It kills me.
Go ahead, caller.
Good afternoon, Cass. How are you?
Good.
I can talk to you, but I can't see you.
Yeah, I know we're getting a lot of complaints, and there's nothing we can do,
All right. Yeah,
But,
you raised the bill $4 and took away 10 stations.
Yeah, I think it's rotten. What do they do? They charge you.
$9.99 to put a digital adapter to send it to you. They told me.
Didn't they give it to you for free?
They're supposed to be free.
I don't know. They told me it's $9.99 for the shipping, whatever. And then from now until September 2015, it's free.
Oh, but you get $9.99 shipping.
Wow.
That's like 9 months of. They're charging you $1.50, I heard.
Right.
Yeah.
And then after September 2015, it's $1.50 a month.
So that's like about 6 months. They charge you 6 months to ship it. Not a bad deal.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think I was.
And they don't have them on stock at the place, sir?
I don't know.
They do. If you go to what's that, in Zimmerly or Zimmerman,
Yeah.
whatever the name of the road is.
Probably would have been worth it for you to take a ride up to the place on the east side at Zimmerly there.
That's just that I don't drive, and
Oh, you know what? If you had told me, I'd have picked it up for you.
well, that's okay.
No, I mean, I live right by there. I would have been glad to, charging it $9 to ship it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous. And then there's charge.
It is. You think, well, I know they're a business, but
Right.
my gosh, and then you how many channels did you lose? 10.
Again, yeah, I caught it with this get your picture back on there, they say.
Yeah, from my mother to keep the channels she did, I had to get her a box, and not the little adapter box either.
Yeah.
Oh, something different. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get the big. You're getting the adapter. She got what they call the actual cable box,
Oh, okay.
and that gives you more channels. But
It's like
just
$12 a month
yeah,
just to rent that.
It's just to keep what she had, though.
Hey, who's your guest on you today?
Oh, DJ, he's always here.
DJ, I'm always here.
Right? Yeah, I usually watch it, like I say, all the time. But
Yeah, it's kind of bad. I feel bad because everywhere I go around town, people are. I used to tell me nobody watches this show, and that's not true,
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
a lot of people do. Yeah, I've heard complaints in the neighborhood here.
Yeah, and I feel bad for them, but
Nothing you can do, right?
no, I mean it's we're even worried here about the effect of the new merger, whether
Yeah,
how that's going to affect the cities.
what'll happen, right?
Yeah.
Nothing's well. And then you read in the paper, what is it? DirecTV merged with AT&T now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're trying to do a giant blockbuster. They're taking AT&T's internet and
Yeah.
phone service,
Okay.
combining with the TV. Now they're going to go up against Comcast or whoever, with the bundle package. It's all a game, and at the end of the day, we are the losers.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Imagine paying for TV. If you'd have told me that when I was a kid, I'd have laughed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really, yeah.
I mean, I didn't mind paying like $20, but when it started getting up around 100, you start to you want to know if you have any brains left in your head.
Really, mine is 80, and they raised it to 84. Like I
wow.
said, I really don't. A lot of those stations repeat, so I usually just try to.
You know what? I'll give you a little hint, but I don't. I shouldn't say it over the air, but if you want to call me, do you know how to get a hold of me?
Yeah. You give me your number once before.
Yeah, give me a call and I'll tell you a little tip I learned. You know, it might help you.
Okay. All right, you guys have a good day.
You too.
Sorry you can't watch us. You have any question, though?
No, not today, no.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, some people will be able to get us if they have a newer TV. You can hook your cable line directly into the TV and then check for new channels. And
I've decided, Lloyd, go ahead.
well, yeah, Channel 2 will be on 7.5.5, and Channel 9, which is where we should be, is actually going to be on 79.3, I believe.
Go ahead, caller.
97.3.
Just heard that last caller on there. I went and got one of them adapters.
Yeah, I guess she must have had hers shipped, you know.
Yeah, you could go right up there and get it, but it comes in a box. It's not just an adapter. It's all
The wiring?
Cables, power supply, remote control, batteries.
Actually, they were very nice. I was very pleased going up there. I have nothing but good things to say about the employees up there. How about you?
yeah. There's no problem there.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, they asked when I got my mother her box, they said, if she plans on going to HD in the future, they gave me the other cord. Mm-hmm. So now I got the good cord.
Yeah.
If she decides, and they were very very good to work with. It just when you call on the phone, you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
The thing with this here, when you got to use their equipment. And like I used to get like high definition channels.
Yeah.
-1, you can't get them because there's no dash mark on them. So you just have to get the channels that. But they told me down there they're going to eliminate more of them. So.
Yeah, the high definition channels are all moved up into the 1000s. If you want like WJET in high definition, you punch in 1004.
Then you got to have the box to do that, though.
If you have the little adapter box, the new adapter box, it's 1004
Oh, you
would
can
get
do it
you.
on a new adapter
Yep,
box?
and 1005 would be like CBS and HD, and they're all there. They're just moved up.
You have to have the HD. That's not extra. The HD service, right?
Right now, it's not extra, but they're going to get you when they charge you the $1.50. But if you've got that box, sir, you should be able to get the HD channels in the 1000s.
No, they don't come. All you got is the channels that you had on the standard thing.
That's interesting because they carried the HD channels they're supposed to at no extra cost.
Yeah, but you can't.
Yeah.
Because I used to get them. This is on a spare TV. I have a box on my regular TV.
Yeah. Oh, on a spare TV, yeah, you'd have to.
Before, if you punch in 24-1 for Jet,
Right.
you could get them, but there's no dash marks on their whatever that they have, the cheap thing, you know.
So you have one of those little cheap adapter boxes?
Yeah, I got the adapter that they gave us that they were advertising.
Just try punching in 1004, and you punch it in fast, and if it takes it, that's your HD channels.
Oh, well, I don't know. I tried getting the 24-1 in, but like I said, they don't have a dash.
No, they're not on the dashes anymore. They're up in the 1000s. You have to punch in 4 digits to get to those channels.
Yeah, try like the DJ said. Hit 1004. See if that works.
Okay, then.
Yeah, if it does, give us. It'd be interesting because we're learning as we go along too.
Yeah.
All right, goodbye.
Okay, take care. Yeah, it's going to be confusing for a while. It may be
it
a
is
problem,
good.
but
It's amazing that technology is. They're forcing us all to buy stuff we don't really.
I know. I don't even watch TV.
You used to have VCRs, now they're trying to get you out of the VCR. Really?
Oh, you can't even buy a VCR with a tuner anymore. They don't want you recording stuff.
Oh, that's what it is?
It's terrible.
Oh,
yeah.
so you need a tuner to record.
You need a tuner.
That
The cable
explains-
goes in the tuner goes to the
That
TV.
explains my problem.
Yeah.
Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Kaz, how you doing? This is Jeff Moffett calling.
Good.
I don't know what your current topic is of the day because I can't see you on cable anymore.
Yeah, we don't really have a topic. The topic so far has been everything from kids walking in the street in front of cars to the cable boxes.
Yep.
It's pretty much open debate today, whatever you like to talk about.
What do you got?
I see. Hey, I was just wondering, I talked to you a few days ago about that storm sewer on 12th and Wayne, northwest corner.
Yeah, I noticed that was painted green. I called the guy. He hasn't called me back yet. But if they painted it, it's green, isn't it, or orange?
Oh, yeah, the owner of the building painted it.
Oh, he did?
Hey,
Oh, because usually we paint it when we're going to do it. I got a call into the sewer department, and I will have you an answer. In fact, when I get off the air, I'll give them another call real quick,
Sounds good.
and we'll see what their holdup is. Give me a call like tomorrow. You have my home phone number?
I've got your cell.
Yeah, you can call me on there tomorrow, and I should have you an answer, okay?
Very good.
Yeah, I did drive by it. You're absolutely right. It is sunken in. And I didn't know the guy painted it, because usually when they're painted, that means our crew has gone out there, and they have it on the work schedule.
Okay. We got vehicles that pull up and out of here a lot, and it's just overhanging so far. It's a danger. So I thank you kindly for checking into it for me, and I hope it's rectified pretty soon.
Yep, I did take a ride by her, and you were absolutely correct when you said that.
Okay. Well, you have yourself a good day, Kaz.
You too, thank you. I took a little ride last week. It was...
Yeah. Hey, what's the name of the department that puts up the signs if you need a sign put up?
That's paint and sign.
Paint and sign. I want to give a shout out to them because I called the department last week. Very nice lady called me back, said, I'm going to come down and take a look. And she came down from the department, took a look, found a situation where the sign needed to go, and they put the sign up, a no parking sign. Just like that.
It had been taken down before?
It had never been up. They decided that it needed to be there. They were blocking, people were parking in front of our driveway.
Yeah.
Out over there at Cat, and the sign is there now, so you're not supposed to park in between the driveways, plus it's next to a fire hydrant.
I can't get used to cars parking on...
It's driving
12th
me.
Street.
It's driving me crazy.
All my life, nobody's ever parked on 12th Street?
We go to try to pull out, and there's delivery cars over here, and there's cars parked over here, and you're trying for the life of you to look past.
Well, the new master plan is going to try to calm 12th Street down and make it more business-like.
Yeah.
You never seen the plans, did you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, when I was young, the whole plan was to pull out the railroad tracks that were on the south side of the street.
Sure.
There was a service railroad, like.
Yeah.
So they tore them out, put another lane or two in there.
Okay.
And they widened 12th Street.
Mhm.
That was the whole thing, move people.
Yeah.
The theory was moving from GE to, like Lord Corporation, all along the factory corridor.
Yeah.
Getting workers. And then on 11th Street, they built those parking lots. That was for the workers.
Right.
Try to get them to park back there and walk up to, the factories.
Yeah.
And, and all of a sudden now we're in a mode where they want to slow everything down. So that you've seen what they did with those white stripes.
Yeah.
You can't drive in there no more. Those are
Right.
like parking lanes.
Right. Right.
Eventually, if they had the money, they're planning on moving the sidewalks out and making that like a regular street where you could actually put business on there.
Yeah.
Not that we don't have business. Right now, it's not very business friendly
Right.
because you got a wide street, and when you had the traffic really flying. I mean, it worked out well from McDonald's that you drove in.
Sure.
But somebody like Howie's Pizza may not have parking in the front.
Yeah.
Or on the side or something.
Right.
Didn't work out good for them,
Yeah.
So that's what their new theory is, that you make that like a regular street. So,
We'll see.
time will tell.
Time will tell. And then it'll get changed, and then it'll get changed again. But
One thing is inevitable in government. It's like education change.
yeah.
They keep reinventing the wheel. I joke, I have seen State Street go from controlled to a little bit open,
Yeah.
to almost shut down, to opened up,
Yeah.
and now we're back to controlled a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I've seen many phases. And I'm sure that, there's somebody that's just now grinding their teeth in preschool. Okay, by the time they get in, they'll have new ideas.
They will.
Go ahead, caller.
Hi, the grass needs cut real bad at 2038 South Manor Drive.
Where, ma'am?
2038 South Manor Drive.
Okay, 2038 South Manor Drive?
The house has been empty for, about 6 months, but somebody owns the house that should cut it. And we complained to code enforcement twice, and nobody got back to me, and the grass just keeps a-growing.
Well, they haven't, I think now they've finally hired kids for the summer.
Oh.
So that's usually when they wait to do that, but let me get to make sure I got it right. 2038 South Manor, right?
South Manor.
Okay. I'll double see what they say about it. They'll probably put it on a list.
Okie doke.
Last year we had trouble cutting all the grass at, like I was talking with redevelopment, just their properties alone, that the city technically owns, and that nobody's paid taxes on, that's a tremendous amount of cutting.
Okie doke.
But we'll see what we can do for you.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, we just now are getting around to hiring the young people that,
Yeah.
and to tell the truth, there are actually some places you don't even want to send them in because you don't know what's in the grass.
Right.
I mean, you got everything from metal, what do you call it, metal and
Metal, it could,
glass and everything, and
snakes, who knows, whatever.
you don't. I mean, that's why when they almost have to inspect that first before they go in there.
Yeah.
That's probably not this house,
Yeah.
but a lot of them that have been going on and on for years.
The place next door to me has been abandoned for at least 2 years, and there was actually bamboo and trees, and there's garbage over there. I actually hired somebody myself and paid him money to come in and clear cut the yard and take all the garbage out.
I knew a lady that, very prominent in the Polish community, she got tired of it,
Yeah.
and she actually wanted to buy the properties
Right.
for no more reason than to
Keep them up.
Keep them up,
Yeah.
yeah. She said if at least if, then, would she sell in the future? Maybe, but that's okay.
Yeah.
If somebody takes them over and at least keeps the cutting on them.
Hey, I'd love to buy, the one next door to my house and just knock it down and have a
How
clear.
far is it in the process?
It's on its way. It's actually, the foundation is
Well,
crumbling.
I mean, what you should do is check with the guys up in code
Yeah.
and see if it's like on any kind of, where it is, if the city's taking, it
Yeah.
takes us a long time before we can tear down a house or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
But has it gone up in like sheriff's sale or anything, or?
I don't think any of that has happened yet.
You can maybe find out where it is, and then if because we get people
Yeah.
all the time come to council meetings, they're buying property for.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, either for, just for an extra yard space or,
Yeah. Just to clean up the neighborhood because there's cats living there, there's people breaking into it. It's not pretty.
I mean, I live, even where I live, it's, fairly good neighborhood, and you look at it and all of a sudden you got a field next to your house and you'd be
Yeah.
surprised what's in there. And I mean, from animals to,
sure.
to garbage.
Well, I got to give another shout out.
What's that?
I have to give a shout out to you and the city council.
Yeah.
We received a check today.
Oh, you did?
We received quite a check today that is going to keep us alive at least through 2014.
You have to put that commercial on there with, with Frankenstein. He's alive.
It's alive. We are alive. We are going to be around for a while, but we got this check, and hopefully with working with the city, working with you guys, we will find ways to work around and keep it going.
Well, you are an asset. I think some people think, I don't think, you don't have the kind of channel like everybody gets upset because they took off NCIS or the football game. But there's a lot of people to watch those channels.
Yeah.
Shut-ins and everything. And
Sure.
I'm amazed that, like I told you, I do a little radio show on the weekends.
Yeah.
Volunteer, and all of a sudden you don't show up and they're like, oh, we're yelling at you. I'm going, wait a minute, So people do watch those,
Yeah, that's good, good.
Go ahead, caller.
Yes, we have potholes over here at 12th and Wren Drive.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Say we have potholes.
Oh, okay.
12th and Wren Drive by Pittsburgh Avenue.
What, could you hear where the potholes were? Hey, we're just put the volume up a little bit.
Hopefully that works.
How's that?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
Now we can hear you.
Yeah, you were down a little bit low there.
Okay, we have potholes on the corner of 12th and Wren Drive, and they're pretty deep.
12th and Wren?
W-R-E-N.
Yep, the bird. Okay, 12th and Wren potholes. Anyplace else?
Oh, well, the South Manor has quite a few high bumps in it, and we didn't know if they were going to get around to fixing any of those either, but if they do, it'd be great.
I'll put it in for them to take a ride over there. They were out today. I saw them.
Okay, it sounds like a plan.
Yeah, they're pretty receptive. If they're in the area, they'll get up there.
Okay.
Thank you for calling.
Sure.
I recognize Ren because my aunt used to live in Shenley.
Yeah. Ren and Shenley.
Ren, Shenley. Yeah. Erie's one of those kind of got weird naming patterns.
Yeah, I don't know those. I don't think I've ever been on.
Well, the
either
old
of those
city's
streets.
pretty standard. You had trees,
Right.
states,
Sure.
berries and fruits, countries.
Right. For us, that's the west side, right? Because you got chestnut and cherry and
Yeah.
poplar and all those over there. On this side, it's like German and French and
Right.
all those other ones.
Then but once you get the east side's like kind of a mix of people like Wayne and Reed
Yeah.
and Perry.
Just random.
Random. Well, yeah, because it's like. But then when you get into the newer sections of the city,
Yeah.
the ones that were built in the last, well, it's hard to say this, but last 60, 70 years even.
Sure.
They're kind of like a hodgepodge of names.
Hodgepodge.
Which whatever the builder wanted.
Yeah.
Like my street originally was called Niagara.
Yeah.
I saw it on the map, Niagara. Now they call it Stanley.
Stanley. How do you get Stanley from Niagara?
I don't know. I want to go back to Niagara.
I like Niagara.
Niagara had class to it. Niagara Street.
People just being random. I think we'll just name the street Strawberry Head.
Well, I'm amazed when you hear about the term Arbuckle.
Arbuckle.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Arbuckle Road,
Yeah.
out by Penlack, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the Arbuckle farm, I saw it on an old map, was pretty huge. There might have been a lot of Arbuckle families.
Yeah.
So, like, my house sounds like it's, I'm in the top shelf. It says Arbuckle Heights.
Arbuckle Heights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I laugh. It's a little hill, But when you look at, you look at the old maps,
Yeah.
and you see how big, like, these farms were.
Yeah.
Probably was, they purchased it, and it was like, they're huge. It's hard to imagine, so a lot of stuff was named after, for whatever reason, either people that were in the family or,
Yeah.
I don't know who I'd like to see why they named it Stanley.
Yeah. Somebody has to know. One of your friends that has all the past knowledge in their heads.
I mean, yeah, because we have other, we have Essex and Warsaw and Kearney and
Yeah.
I don't know, Stanley. Where'd that come from? Why was Niagara changed?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there were too many Niagara-related things in the city.
So we got a Perry Street, a Reed Street. The only guy that got really over the years, Daniel Dobbins was one never got credit.
Yeah.
He had the dock named after him. They changed that too. So.
Yeah. Is that not still called Dobbins Landing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
The old timers still call it public dock.
public dock.
Just like you hear Academy Stadium, which is really Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Right. Right.
But for years it became Academy Stadium,
Yeah.
You're waiting for that phone, right?
I'm waiting for the phone, but I'm afraid everybody's sitting at home. And
I think
we're
going to be in a transition period because so many people were shut out of that phone,
Yeah.
So they can't really listen to us, where
Yeah,
we normally have a...
That's the thing. I mean, they don't remember the number. They can't see the number on the screen.
Yeah, thanks to you, we got a TV today. Last week we were...
Yeah, but that doesn't help anybody else.
No, we were looking at dead air last week.
Yeah, at least now we can see, oh, hey.
Maybe by miracle we'll get this streamed.
It's possible. It could be done very cheaply. I did it for $7 at CAT.
We landed men on the moon.
We did?
We have explored the great depths of the ocean.
Wow, that's right.
We almost got the pyramids figured out.
Almost.
Almost. We still can't figure out how they did it, but...
Really? Yeah. Aliens.
Aliens. They are amongst us, right? I was amazed, how many times I was at the movie theater the other day, how many times can Godzilla come back?
I don't know. I'm tired of Godzilla.
There's nothing left from the stomp out. He's done Tokyo 6 times.
Or more. There's been lots of Godzilla movies. They burned them out, and then they started doing Gamera movies and all the other weird characters in Japan.
It's the one thing, I was listening to one of the talk shows today. There was a big conversation about, of course, garbage bills again, and then they were talking about the railroad that didn't happen, the
Yeah.
people. And I'm thinking, we could probably make it, I'd like to try and make it go in the city.
Yeah.
Let's have a study and see,
How's that going? I heard that you went to one of the meetings and there's a certain amount of distance they need to have the
Yeah,
trains
but you know
to
what?
be able to stop.
You know what, though? Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
You can make anything work, you have to.
This is true.
They put an undersized airport in the middle of Chicago,
Yeah.
Midway.
Okay.
In Erie had the same size airport, and we couldn't land what they did. How'd they make that happen?
Huh.
Go ahead, caller.
Hey, I called before, about that box.
Yeah.
I did try that 1004. It does work.
Oh, it does or doesn't?
Does not.
You do it real fast, like he said. It does. I get all
it
them
does. Oh.
high definition channels.
Yep, 1004,
Yeah, I thought
05,
I thought he said does. And
Yeah.
Hey, that's good news then, right?
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, I just tried it, so I want to let you know.
Hey,
a
thanks.
nice picture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the.
Awesome.
Once you get HD, you just can't
Yeah.
go back.
Yeah. Plus, they're carried on the low channels,
If
too.
people want to go and get them adapters, they have them down there, so.
Yeah, this one lady, she couldn't get down there, and I said,
Let's sign for them, though. So if you go, you got to sign for them.
yeah. Well, you know what? If I suppose if he had like a carekeeper or somebody that he called in and told him you want somebody to pick it up, they'd probably do it.
Yeah, they're not very big, but then you got to, when you get them home, then if you're not Einstein like me, you know, you got to get them authorized and stuff. It takes a couple minutes to get it.
Yeah.
Like when I got my mother's box there, I hooked it up and it had everything I told DJ, but the channels that my mother wanted to watch, like 2, 4, 9, 8, that. So they did something overnight and then all of a sudden it worked.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to let you know on that.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, that's good news.
Bye.
So, yeah, everybody else, if they want their HD channels and they get that little itty-bitty box, it's only about that wide.
Yeah, they're not hard to hook up.
They're not. You just hook your cable in and then the cable back out to the TV. Or if you have a new TV, you hook the HDMI cable into your TV and then call them up, authorize it. Half an hour later, all your channels are there. Plus a bunch of stuff that you might not have
expected. That's like if you buy
expected.
your own box, your own TiVo or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you have to have them put their code in there or something.
Yeah. They have to maintain control over it so they can shut you off if you don't pay your bill.
Yeah. Well,
And that's part of the reason why they're doing this is so they can make a little more money from the boxes. They're moving all of the channels eventually. If you hook an old TV up to the cable, nothing will work unless you have a cable adapter. And this is coming down the line. I'm not sure when.
When's that if you have an old what?
If you have an old TV like this TV we have, if you hook it into the cable line, none of the channels are going to work. They want to make sure that everybody has these boxes so that if they don't pay their bills, they can turn off the box. And then you take the cable and you hook it back into the TV, you can't pick anything up.
I mean, there are channels available if you want that are free.
Yeah.
Not many.
No. At some point, they're going to have it all blocked, so you have to have a box or you don't get anything on their system. You'd have to go back to an antenna or something like that.
Yeah.
Or if you have a new TV right now, you just plug the cable straight in. You can pick up all the channels.
We don't have much out there in the Erie market, though. Like,
No.
some cities got a couple more out there, but
Yeah.
not that many. There's not many freebies out there.
Nothing in life is free anymore.
No.
No.
I mean, if you like sports or you like current stuff, you're going to be disappointed with free TV.
Yeah. But you'll be happy with this new converter because there's like 7 or 8 sports channels
Is
all
it?
right next to each other.
That's not the same thing the government was putting out before, was it?
No, those were free boxes that you could hook up to the antenna. These little adapters that you're getting from Time Warner.
They actually have sports on there?
There's like 7 sports channels.
On
There's
their
like,
little box?
There's like 3 or 4 different ESPNs, and then there's the golf channel, and they're all right next to each other, which is nice. You go to, I don't know the channel number, but if you start at like 1018, it's like 18, 19, 20.
Where they got you, though, they want to watch the Pirates and the Indians.
Yeah.
You got to go upgrade.
Yeah.
Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yes, you're on.
Hello?
I just called some number. What I'm on?
Oh, you're on Taxpayer Hotline. You're on TV.
I'm on TV.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't want to be?
No, for what?
What were you trying to? Were you trying to call City Hall?
No, I seen this on TV. I seen the number on TV. I thought it was about taxes, your income taxes.
Oh, no, this is not about income tax. This is a Taxpayer Hotline. We deal with city problems.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I had no problem.
Oh, you're trying to call the tax office, actually, right?
No, I thought it was the IRS tax phone number.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for calling anyway, okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
See, we know somebody can actually see, they see what's going on. It says Taxpayers Hotline. Obviously, he was able to find our channel.
Maybe we have to change the name to, Tax Boostiki.
I don't know. What are you going to call it? I don't know.
No, we can't. Oh, you got a phone call?
No. I was just checking the time. This clock is insane. It's stuck on...
Sometimes it spins around. It
12:15.
It goes into a time warp. You'll sit there and watch your life fly by.
Yeah.
That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I got nothing. I have absolutely nothing to share.
Oh, I enjoy like riding around town watching all the changes.
Yeah.
Change is good sometimes, you just...
Change is good. I fear change. I fear change.
I mean, I ride around and I like to watch, new things that are developing.
Yeah.
New businesses.
Yeah. I like all the stuff on the Bayfront. People complained about the convention center coming in, but I think it's beautiful. I think it looks nice. I like how they built it to look like a ship.
I always wanted to see the ballpark actually go down there, but...
Yeah. Well, any news on what they want to put in at the GAF site?
Not yet. They keep... After they remediate it, I guess it'll take a life of its own. There are many theories, and I think it'll be a combination factor, but, the public, I think, doesn't want to see a weighted area. Well, I shouldn't say that because I may talk to a certain sample of people.
Yeah.
People I talk to want more like commercial and not residential, commercial and retail, like,
Yeah.
stuff where you can go down and have a little fun.
Yeah.
I think people like it. I love the farmer's market concept. Most of the cities, for some reason, kept their old ones.
Yeah.
We tore ours down.
We had one. Where was that?
About where what used to be the Coliseum, the old school board headquarters.
I'm not sure of what that is.
Yeah, where the hotel is, not the Central Mall.
Okay.
You know where the Central Mall used to be, right?
I seriously, I haven't.
Okay, if you come down Peach Street, all right?
Okay.
To your left at about just past 18th Street.
Okay.
That used to be a mall.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's like medical stuff in there now.
Yeah.
Okay.
The big.
Right, and to your right was the hotel is there.
Okay.
It used to be the Holiday Inn.
Right.
And then the one by the railroad tracks, that was the school board.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought that was still owned by the school board.
Well, I think they sold it to
Oh, okay.
that troubled youth program.
Oh, all right.
Perseus House, I think.
I was not.
I think it was a straight sell. So when you look at it, that's where the market house was.
Okay.
And listening to old people, and I was very young when they did this, it was in bad shape, but they didn't keep it up, so down it went. You go to some cities, they still got, ones that are 100 years old or more. And they're interesting because, you go in there, it's like imagine a building with and I don't kid you when I say this.
Yeah.
Maybe 100 and some stalls.
Wow.
All like Erie County farms.
Yeah.
It's like I go to one in Allentown and I've been to the one in Lancaster.
Right.
And they're like crowded. I mean, you can't move in there. And people are just like, you're trying to jump in there.
And we used to have something like that?
Well, I don't know my mother tells me, yeah, it was, they had like people that sold poultry and they had people that sold meat.
Sure.
And veggies and all that. And like some of these places have crafts and different things. They even have a place where you can sit down and eat if you want. Or some are just for purchase, What's interesting, though, is you get a wide variety. Like down there, you get a lot of Amish people, and they bring in their stuff, and then you have the various ethnic groups, And it's interesting. It's really fun. I mean, you go in there and you go, man, there's some Italian food, there's some Polish food, there's some Amish food, and then you got the crafts and all that, and you even got a barber shop in the one I was in, and it's like wild. I mean, you go in there, it's like, tuck your arms in close because you're going to, you're moving through a crowd.
Oh, okay.
But it's fun, though. I mean, they only open up like every other day or so many days,
Interesting.
It's like a giant farmer's market.
So there's talk of wanting to...
They had one in Vision there.
Yeah, down at the GAF, okay.
I hope they stay with that plan because I think the public likes it, and I think people like to walk along the waterfront. When we had different conventions here, a lot of the people marveled at the water. They didn't understand it. They said, "That's not I thought the lake was bigger than that."
Yeah.
That's not the lake. They couldn't get in there. What do you mean that's not the lake? That's not the lake.
Yeah.
That's the bay. What's that over there? Is that Canada? No, it's not Canada. That's a peninsula.
Yeah.
Some people didn't even know Canada was across the lake. I mean, that's not a fault. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
I don't think they realized a lot of visitors the first time.
Sure.
So we would say, no, the lake is on the other side of that peninsula there. They go, and what's on the other side of the lake? Canada. And they go, the country? I said, yeah. I mean, they're amazed that it's that big. I said, you have no idea, the size of the ships that come in. And
Yeah.
But yet people love that. They love, like if they stay in the hotels, they love being up high, looking down over the water.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And I think they would the people that were here, they love walking, when we had the shuttle cabs working, on the water.
Yeah.
They love that. They like taking a ride along the water. They like walking.
I take that water taxi all the time. As soon as he starts running, it's only like $7. I go over to the other side. I'll spend the day over there, maybe rent one of the bicycles, and then bring the taxi back. I really like going over and doing that.
Yeah, my wife rented a bike one time with some of her sister.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff to do over there.
People come in from out of town, they're really amazed a lot more than we are.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Sure.
You'd be surprised when you're on the east side of the state and you think, what planet are they on?
Yeah.
But that was our fault for years. We didn't do the marketing. I will say there's a little bit better marketing going on. I noticed in some of the welcoming stations, they seem to be a little better.
Yeah.
But for a long time, we just didn't we didn't advertise much, and so when people come here, I think they're amazed that there's beaches here.
We have beaches?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
for years, you can. There's a lot of things you can do here. Like I told people, like in wintertime, you got ski resorts. You can go over there. You can do whatever turns you on. There's something in the area.
How's that resort doing? I heard
Peak and Peak?
Scott bought it. Nick Scott doing okay?
I guess the winter helped him.
Yeah.
Anytime you don't have to make a lot of snow, that's good.
Sure.
I think he's turning it around. I mean,
I didn't know it needed turning around. Was it on?
It was
verge?
going through a different.
Oh wow.
I think it was hurting a little bit. That's why nobody sells a good thing, right?
Sure.
It was flipping too many times. So.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how much PR that gets in like the Cleveland paper.
Wow.
Now I don't get the Pittsburgh paper. I get the Cleveland paper, and I'm amazed how they talk about like Splash Lagoon.
Yeah.
So much pressure was put on them that now they've built those things, like out there. And
Yeah. Well, we were the first in the region to have anything like that.
yeah, he built it, and everybody sees, well, it's a moneymaker. Why go to Erie? We can build in our backyard.
Yeah. They actually sent spies in. There were people They were coming in and riding all the rides and doing everything, and then they went back and they
Did
actually...
you ever go like on Groupon?
No. I've heard of it, but I've never used it.
They're pushing a water resort in PA. When you go in there deep, you find out it's Nick Scott's. So, I mean, they're doing a lot of marketing. Go ahead, caller.
Because will your next show will be in 2 weeks from today?
Hey, that's right. We will be shut. Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
We will be shut down Monday because there'll be nobody here at City Hall.
Okay, you expect to be back then?
2 weeks from now, I will be. Yes.
Okay, good.
I'll try to beg DJ to come down.
Yes, I'm just a wealth of information.
Yeah, he actually keeps me going here. I'd be babbling if I wasn't. Maybe we'll have to have you on sometime. You want to come on? No.
No.
Do you got anything you want to talk about?
No, I just like watching you to pick up new information.
Yeah, nothing really to report anything like anything that's happening outside of, there's nothing to report, so we're kind of waiting for people to bring up some things to talk about.
We're waiting for anybody left that can still see us to please call.
Yeah, that kind of hurt when they took forced everybody to go to digital.
Yeah, around 2:37 today, the TV had some digital breakup. I don't know what caused that.
I mean, like it broke up like pixelated?
Yeah, and it was interrupting the audio, so I couldn't understand what was being talked about.
Sometimes they do changes during the day.
Yeah.
They've been doing a lot of that. And
You mean locally or in...
Well, it could be locally, it could be,
They're still tweaking stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking the old channels and they're shoving stuff in there. And
they try to do it in the middle of the night, because a lot of times when I wake up in the morning,
yeah,
nothing, I'm on Channel 2, and that's not where I ended up tonight,
Right.
I'm usually on the Cleveland Indians channel, and all of a sudden, so I know that they've done some changes during the night.
Oh, yeah, I've noticed that occasionally.
Yeah, so, and then once in a while, like sometimes pixelating, you could have a problem on your line somewhere. Like a lot of times in windstorms or bad weather. And then if you have it happening all the time, they might send a tech crew out to see if there's a problem with the signal being distributed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do like to send techs out.
Yeah, sometimes they have to put like boosters on the line, or you could have, like I remember they rewired my whole house one time with the cable, because they said, I was one of the original ones, and they said, your wire's old. It doesn't look old, but, to handle the new speed of the stuff,
Yeah, they did that to mine once, too, a few years ago.
Sometimes if you go up, that's why I say there's nice people up at that, what I call the head end on Zimmerly. They will actually give you like new cables and say, try these because your old cables are not capable of handling the speed.
Yeah.
Oh. I went up there about a month ago, and they gave me the wrong box, so I had to go back, because I still have the old-style TV. They thought I had high definition. I had to bring the digital box back to their office, because they weren't paying attention.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, but by and large, I've had pretty good luck up there.
Oh.
Yeah, I like talking with them, because there's a couple people you can talk to that will talk you through some problems.
Oh, you mean the office girls?
Yeah, there's a couple, some people that have been there a lot longer that they know just about what the problem is,
Oh.
And the techs, when they send a tech out to your house, I cannot say anything bad about the techs. They've been...
Yeah.
Most of them are pretty knowledgeable. And one guy gave me like a tip about, he would tell me turn off my box at night, and what'll happen is there's like a memory in the computer. It knows what your viewing habits are, so that when they make changes, they'll make the changes when you're hypothetically not watching TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always turn my box off.
Yeah, I never did before, and the guy said, well, that's why you're being interrupted all the time. He said, they think you're awake all 24 hours, so they got to, when they do their changes, you're going to they'll come right in the middle of your show, so
Yeah.
if you turn it off like at, pretty much the same time every night, or give or take it like a few minutes, like, it starts to build up a memory, and hopefully when they make their changes, they try to do it when you're not awake.
And did DJ say that Channel 2 is going to be on for the rest of 2014?
Well, we got the man right here.
We're definitely, we just got a check that is going to definitely give us the rest of this year guaranteed.
That's good news.
It's great news. Again, I thank the city for that, and the council for pushing that through. And if we work with you guys in the future, maybe we'll be able to do it again for 2015 and just keep going.
You like Channel 2, right?
Yes, I watch it.
Wow, good.
Thank you for having it on.
Oh yeah, thank you for watching.
It's amazing. Every once in a while, I'll glide through my channels, and I kind of like look at the whole scheme, and I say, oh, that looks like an interesting show. So
yeah, we got some very interesting things on there.
Yes.
Yep.
Have a good Memorial Day holiday. Thank you.
You too, and I'll be putting flags up somewhere this week, so.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we hope everybody remembers the true meaning of the holiday, you know.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, thank you for calling.
Guys, take care.
Yeah, I'll be putting up flags somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. Everywhere.
We all get a cemetery and we.
Yeah. You just randomly go put them.
Yeah, then we double check.
Yeah.
Well, no, you got markers, and sometimes you have to read the stones though, because the marker may be missing.
Sure.
It's a small investment, a 25-cent flag. Or whatever.
Yeah. Just buy a bunch of them. Just go put them on random stones.
The county actually,
nice.
in Pennsylvania, the counties provide the flags.
Yeah. Wow. That's
Yeah, it's in this state, that's how they do it.
Yeah.
Each county distributes them to various, like legions and VFWs,
Yeah.
and everybody gets assigned a place to do
Go
it.
distribute.
Yeah. Hey, you get a lot of help. We get like Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts go out with us.
Oh, that's good. It's very good. Yeah.
There's a young man too that you seen these bridges with the flags on them?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
He's an old classmate of mine. That's Robert Boyd. He went to school with me at Tech, and like a lot of us, you know, when we left high school or college, it was a trip into the service.
Yeah.
It was almost guaranteed, and he decided it was something he wanted to do, but
Yeah. I couldn't go into the service. I was 4F. Remember 4F?
Yeah. You had to really be pretty good to get out of there, because they were pretty liberal in who they let in.
Yeah. What do they call it now? They call it Section 8 or something. No. I don't mean section, because Section 8 represents the
I
housing.
don't know what they called that.
But there's a section, a number that if you said that, you would get out of the military because you were broken in some way. I forget what the terminology was.
Yeah, when they had the draft going, they had those numbers were.
Yeah.
You know, 1A was bad.
1A.
Yeah, that was you're going.
You're going no matter what. Yeah. I just remember 4F.
Yeah, there's 4F. There was I think deferment was like 2D or 2C if you went to college. They all had numbers, you know. You get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you ever want to watch a good movie? Watch Ellis's Restaurant.
Alice's Restaurant.
With Arlo Guthrie in there.
Okay.
His scene with the draft board at the physical is almost comical.
Really?
Now, I'm not going to say mine was like that.
Okay.
But there were some interesting people at my, when I had to go up for my physical and all that. It was, I mean, you got people that want no part of it, so. They tried everything in the world to get out.
Sure.
Watch the movie.
I will. I really will.
And there's some truth that was in that movie. Wow. I mean, some of it was embellished, but.
I will do that.
Yeah, it's funny. I think back now and I'm going, wow, you know. At the time, it was like, you know, imagine getting, you know, leaving here, you're going up a bus to Buffalo, you know.
Yeah.
Get up there and crack of dawn, you know.
Yeah.
And they give you your lunch, it's in a white box with an apple and a sandwich, it's probably soggy, you know.
Yeah.
And he puts you through all this, and then you drive home. Some people go home, some don't.
Yeah.
Some go right there.
No, I never have to worry about that.
Yeah, that was an interesting time.
Even if they brought the draft back now, I'd be. I got enough problems. I don't think they're going to want me.
They're looking for technicians.
Great. I would not survive boot camp.
Hey, we should give the number out. I got to put my glasses on to read it, though.
What number?
Our phone number.
Oh, it's almost over, man. We got like 2 minutes.
That's it. Holy, where'd the time go?
I don't know, but today was kind of painful. It was hard.
No, it wasn't. It was actually, you know, when you're here, it's easy. For some reason, you stimulate my mind.
Oh, that's a scary thought.
When you're not here, it's bad. I can sit here and I'll be talking to that wall and I'm going,
No, you're pretty good.
I'm repeating myself.
I have seen you. I've tuned in when nobody was here, and usually people are calling, and then you're doing.
I do think it's a lot of this is.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it around town that a lot of
We
people.
should start calling people. We need to call out. Let's just randomly start calling.
I even
people.
talked to John, and he called me. He always calls me about different things, and
we didn't even get all the
he
regulars.
doesn't have
today.
TV.
Yeah, we're gonna get him a TV, but he doesn't have cable, right?
Harry Truman started his thing with. No, that wasn't Harry Truman. What president was it that said a chicken in every pot?
Chicken in every pot.
So our goal is going to be a TV adapter in every household.
Every household.
What do you think?
That is good. Weren't you going to call somebody? You said you were going to call one of the departments after you got off the phone with somebody. Let's call somebody.
You want to do it now?
Why not?
I don't have the phone book.
Oh.
I should have brought it out there. We're going to call the.
We are so ill prepared today.
We're going to call about the grass cutting.
You know what, Kaz? We're going to take a week off,
Yeah.
and we're going to regroup, and we're going to come back, and we're going to hit this TV show strong.
Can I count on you when you come back?
It depends on how much crap is going on in my life.
Oh, okay.
I cannot guarantee anything at this point.
I wonder if Mike's listening. I'm going to draft him someday.
We're going to set up a remote camera in there, and then he could just switch to him.
Yeah, we'll have the camera on him, and I'll go.
Yeah.
He'll put the little headphones on and go, hey. We don't screen our calls. See, that's the one thing. We don't screen.
Yeah.
What we get here is live feed.
They've been pretty good. I mean, usually you get hang-ups. That's fine, but I don't think there's been bad calls.
No. And I get a lot of calls. I will run into, well, they're not calls, actually. I'll run into people in various...
Yeah. On the street.
On the street. And,
on the street reactions.
They know where to catch me on Saturday morning,
Oh, gee.
No. He's like a catcher. He's going like this, like the catcher, Number 2 is like a fastball going inside,
Well, on that note, we might as well...
Hey, Mike, stay loose, because you might be up there taking over for DJ someday. He'll get mad at me. Well, DJ, I want to thank you.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure.
Enjoy the holiday weekend. And a little reminder, it's a special holiday.
Yeah.
I know I will be over at the memorial on 26th and State this Memorial Day. Take a time, walk through the park there. Vietnam one is winding up now. They're getting pretty close to done.
Yeah.
So it looks real nice. I was riding by the other day. And, you got all the monuments, and take time to pause when you're enjoying your hot dog and your beer, your cola.
Yeah.
Think about the veterans, the men and women that can't party with us.
Right.
They paid the ultimate price for our, we can go to watch the Seawolves play or the Indians or whatever.
Yeah.
Ever ice cold Coors or whatever,
Everywhere I go, every city, every state, every town seems to understand the importance of memorials. Every town that I visit, you find a really well put together Vietnam, Korean, World War I, World War II, the memorials. Everywhere I go, it seems people understand how important that is.
I will tell you, there's some business people here, like Denny Brandel doesn't want his name pushed out there,
Yeah.
And there's other people that walked up to us when we were building those monuments and donated flagpoles and free electric.
Yeah.
I mean, not free electric power, but they hooked up.
The parts.
You'll be amazed. And it was sometimes for some classmate that didn't make it back or something.
Right.
But I do have faith that there's a lot of good people out there. So this Memorial Day, as we sign off, take time to pause and reflect, and remember the men and women that didn't come back. And with that, DJ, thank you for showing up.
Thank you for being here.
And with that, thank you for listening, and I hope we get this TV problem straightened up shortly.
Good luck with that.
You'd be amazed how much freebies we got, from the public.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching the Taxpayers Hotline Show on Erie Zone Government Access, Channel 9.